I tell you what, guys, I'm getting fed up with this camera. I had a real good video going, repairing, I think this lighter here. Maybe it was this one. I mean, it was a real good video. I mean, I was going in depth. I was cutting things and showing you how to do it and stuff. And next thing I know, I'll go past my half-hour mark because I'm using the camera, you know, and they won't let these cameras go past the half-hour mark because it goes past that and it's a video camera. But anyway, I got a few lighters here that I've repaired since my last video. And I want to share a little bit of information with you. Say, for instance, this little lighter right here first. Okay, it's got a plastic tank, but you know what, guys? This ain't a bad lighter. The mechanisms in it are pretty good. Now that it's a cast and everything, as far as the top, bottom, and here, but it's fairly well built. It really is. It's got a little locking mechanism on the side, so you gotta, you know, that way if you turn it to the left there, it won't, you know, depress in your pocket and lose all the gas. Okay, but you can turn it too and leave it on. Okay, this is actually a really nice lighter. I rebuilt this and put a new need some more gas in it. Put a new filter and cleaned everything out, all gunked up, you know, as usual. I got these Zippos in the mail here too. I'm thinking this might be 1970. It's got 3 marks. I can't remember if that's 1970 or 2 marks is 1970 on each side here. But I cleaned this up real good. I had, let me zoom in here a little bit. I had to take the wheel off, okay? And I got the little tool to do that, alright? I use the same rivet. I polished this up, this here wheel. Had a little rust around the edges. And I installed a new wick. Still got the same internal down below here. There's a standard vintage lighter of this type. Okay, but everything's stock on except for the wick. Okay, and I did put a double wick system in here. All right, I kind of like just the double wick, and I probably left a good 4 inches, 5 inches of wick inside there too. Alright, it's actually a nice looking lighter for its age. Polished it up a little bit with my polishing wheel. Very good lighter. This is a ladies Zippo. This is monogrammed on the side here, Doris. But I installed a new wick, just a standard wick on this one. This one here just needed a good cleaning, a new wick and flint and everything. This is a good little lighter. I don't know the age on this. This one here actually has, on the left hand side, has 2 slashes, and on the right hand side I think it has 1 slash. 2 slashes on the left, 1 on the right. So I have to get in there and look at you know, and see what date code that is. All right, and this here I had to rebuild it. It was plugged up, had to put a new filter in it. I'll tell you what, this is a Colibri. It's a LTR 700. This is made in Korea. It's a plastic tank, but the tanks in these models like this and this here are of a good plastic. They're not acrylic. So these tanks last. This is actually what I call a smooth operator. This freaking thing is smooth. Really, it doesn't seem like it had too much time on it. I actually like how this lighter just fires up. I mean, it's real smooth. I stood here and clicked it 50 times. I think it lit 49 because I don't know, I probably blew it out or furnace kicked on or something. But it's got a monogram of some sort. I don't know if that's SF or I don't know what it is. But nevertheless, it's pretty cool. Doesn't really stand out as anything in particular. It could be just a, it's hard to say what it is. I'm sure it's somebody's initials or, oh, maybe it's hard to say. This is a very good lighter, guys. This in here is really clean. Really clean and just functions just very, very smoothly. Alright. Our lighter I got over here is what they call, I guess it's a Marksman. That's what it says on the case. It came in the case. It looks like it's basically brand new, made in Japan. Feels quality. When you pick it up, it feels quality. And I knew it was quality too, and I opened it up. Very, very nice lighter. Flame goes off when you shut the lid. I also took this one apart here too. Let me see if I can pull this part out here on top. Sometimes it's a little, well, anyway, I'm not going to pull it out. But anyway, it's a very, very well built. This has got a metal tank, and it's got a piezo in it that's it reminds me of the piezos in the IM Coronas, except this is made out of metal. And this was basically new. It had a little bit of a browning around it. Maybe you can see it, still see a little bit right here on the corner. But this lighter is basically brand new, you know. And it just a well-functioning quality lighter. You know, when I first looked at it, and I thought, yeah, you know. And I pulled the top off here. My hands are kind of dry. I can't really get a hold of it very well. But this is a very, very well made lighter. You're probably actually, when it comes to mechanisms and when it comes to, you know, the internal design and everything, all A1 quality parts, okay? Very, very nice. I like this lighter. I mean, it just feels real good. Real good. You know, I don't know what it weighs, but I want to weigh this and just get an idea what it weighs here. Oh, that weighs, it says 83. It says 83.1. Alright. That's probably, the tank's really not full or anything, but you know, that's a good quality size. That's a good heft to a lighter. Alright. It's a real good heft. Alright. Anyway, yeah, that's real nice. I'm really kind of surprised, you know, I got this in with a lot of lighters, and I thought, yeah, you know, this thing here needs a little adjustment. Probably actually, to be honest with you, I think it needs a tank. See how the flame's going up and down? It usually does that when you get a lot of air in the tank, you know, because I usually fill these up, put them upside down, drain up all the butane out of it, that gets all the liquid out, And I might turn it this way and get all the air out. And I might do that 2 or 3 times until you get a regular flame. See how this one's a little bit. I think like you still got some air in the tank. Okay, it just needs tank purged and whatnot. When you guys ever get an erratic flame, I also, there could be some moisture in the tank too, because I had all the valves and stuff out of these. This is rebuilt. The mechanisms in this too aren't really bad. I mean, they're not really bad at all. The mechanisms in this too, I tell you what, for the design, it's every bit as good as anything you'll find. What surprised me is even on the inside around the filter assembly, they even put a fine screen in front of the filter, which is really, really great because you don't get that, I don't know, this could have been the filter that come out of one of them. But I think you might be able to see the dirt and garbage underneath right here. See, that's what happens in these lighters. It gets dirt and crud and garbage and whatnot, and it's from your butane, from using the real, the real dirty butane. Also, if you're storing your lighters, guys, take the butane out. When you evacuate a lighter for storage, always evacuate it with the tank down, because all the air is going to come to the top and liquid is going to be on the bottom. So the air is going to purge out all the liquid, okay? Then you can turn around to the air to the top and evacuate all the air you can. Okay, leave it like that. Stick it in a box with some desiccants, and next time you use it, pull it out and fill it up. Anyway, just a few thoughts, and I think this is a kind of a cool little lighter myself. I really do. That lock on that has tendency just to move on its own, okay? This ain't what you call a real high quality lighter, guys, but I'll tell you what, it does function, and it does function well. Now what I had to do is, I don't know if you could see it, but this is kind of a cast. This is cast right here. This whole part is, of course, this is. But this lighter was kind of like when I first got it and it was coming up, it was hanging up. Now what I had to do was get in here I had to take it apart, and I got in here with some small files and just took the cast, the rough edges off of this area right here, okay? These areas right here, that way when this come back up on the slots, it wasn't, catching. So now it's the only time it won't come back up, like I said, we got that locked over, it had to flip over on you. Actually in pretty good shape. It just says pipe and nothing on the back, and let's see, I don't know. And it just says what's fire lighter on the back. I think it's kind of nifty myself, what it is. Anyway, I was drilling out this lighter here had a flint. I mean, it was just stuck in there. That's half the reason I had to pull that wheel out so I could get a drill down in there and drill that flint out. Well, I used it too thin of a bit. Next thing I know, my Dremel breaks, and that freaking Dremel high-speed jagged, what's left of that drill bit just drills right into my finger. Man, I'll tell you, I usually got that hurt. Boy, I'll tell you, poked myself 2 or 3 times. My hands are always, where I work in a wet environment. My hands get dry anyway, and they get chapped and splits, or especially around my thumbs, But Anyway, guys, you guys are looking at any, like, say for instance, you're looking at a pipe lighter or a cigar lighter. I don't recommend, you could, I mean, I recommend this. Don't overlook it if you just want something cheap, you know. And I'll probably end up selling these, but this is a nice lighter for the money. If you had to pay, I know you can probably see these on the internet for maybe $10, $15, but you're getting what you're getting. This one here is rebuilt, you know, new filter and cleaned up and piezo adjusted, and the little thing on here that kind of holds this in was a little wore, so I kind of drilled through there and put a little piece of rubber here, so when it goes in, it stays in. Man, it works excellent. Really kind of like that lighter. For what it is, I like it. And the case itself too was a good quality case. It wasn't a cheap, thin, flimsy case. All right. Anyway, I'm in the midst of trying to find a decent video camera so I can get away from this, because I want my videos, I want to go through all of everything I do, write down. I want to get a lighter, and even a lighter like this lighter here, this here, and this one here. Zippos are easy, but I've never taken them apart before, so I want to get every little detail involved in my video. You know, that's what guys, I'm pretty sure that's what guys need, you know. That way they can see the tools that I use, and you know, and you know, I'm just going through it and guessing at it, and you know, I make mistakes and I'll have to backtrack and redo something. That way, you know, you just got an idea what needs to do if you should have a particular type of lighter like I'm showing in the video. I've got plenty of lighters that I've already got, you know, I've already got fixed. Well, this one here I found out is, I never did fix this one here. This is a Nesser C51. It's got a leak in it. I set it for 2 or 3 days and went down about a half or 3/4 gram, and I gotta rebuild it. But everything else here, I think it's pretty well. Yeah, everything here is good. Other than that, I got 2 of these lighters right here, and these little Calibri lighters like this, guys. I'm gonna tell you something. These are quality lighters. The piezo in them is A1. So if you see a Calibri like that, it's actually a good looking lighter too, you know. The other one I got up here, now the case on this one is a little bit thinner. What did I do? I hope I didn't burn my light out. You know, I just kind of wondered if that thing didn't go out, because that's my second one I'm worked on. Anyway, that's it on the video here, guys. Hope you get a little something out of it.